you've heard yoga is great for building balance, this class is for you. We'll go over 5 key foundations of balancing. Hi, welcome to Yoga Wild YouTube channel. My name is Liza. I use the pronouns she, her. This class is part of a 3-part series called Building Balance. This part is called Yoga Foundations. So whether you really love balance challenges when they're thrown at you in a yoga class, or find yourself kind of avoiding these poses or dreading these poses, this class is designed with you in mind to build skills that help us all with balance. So in this first part, foundations, I will just walk us through 5 key foundations of balance. And there will be threaded in a few exercises. You're welcome to join me. All you need is some space and maybe a wall or a chair to help you rebalance if you're worried about that. I'll be in the center of the room on my mat. So this is designed with that kind of as the base point, but you're welcome to practice near a wall or near a chair and catch yourself on that. Foundation 1, broaden and root. As soon as I lift 1 foot away from the ground, I have reduced my base of support by half. And so what this does is it requires one side of my body to catch me and work harder. So one of the ways we can support that side of our body, which isn't used to supporting us like this, is to really broaden through the base of our standing foot and root. Like think about rooting down 10 feet deep, like just pressing down as you can. And you can start from standing in Tadasana and just do it with both of your feet in contact with the ground. So look down at your feet standing. And can you pick up all 10 toes and spread them out as wide as possible? And as you hold your toes up, spreading wide, press down into the big toe mound and into the pinky toe mound and into your heel bone. And think about sending your roots 10 feet deep. Keep that as you slowly start to set your toes down. And as you set your toes down, keep them broadening. And as you set your toes down and hold them broadening, still press down into the foundation. So broadening and rooting as a key foundation for balance. And then keep that, let your body shift one way so far. So I'm shifting my body to the left until my right foot lifts away. And I'm just going to play with catching myself and feel all the little muscles engage down around my ankle, and then go the other way. So re-broaden, re-root, and lean your body all the way to the right until your left foot lifts away, and you have to catch yourself, and then come back, re-broaden, re-root. Now lean forward, 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 and you might even have to catch yourself. Like your body has instinct. It'll send the arms out. It'll send a foot forward. Anything to keep us from falling down on our face, right? Now lean back, 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 back. Right? And so that was just to kind of get us into our roots and also feel our body's own instinct, this natural kind of way in which our body reacts to keep us standing. Foundation 2, establish clear drishti, or gaze, or focus. If our mind is wandering around looking for an anchor, our body is more likely to do the same thing. So one of the ways we can help ourselves in balance is to start by steadying our gaze on one unmoving point of focus. So you can practice that just standing and noticing a gaze point that is forward, maybe about 10 feet forward in your space, and it's something that's not moving. And then as you have your gaze, feel into your roots, broaden and root. And then shift your weight more into one side, shift your weight more into maybe your right foot, pick up your left foot. Set your left foot down, shift your weight more into your left foot. Gaze is steady, pick up your right foot, right? And so steady mind for steadier body. Foundation 3, readjust. So I've already mentioned how our body has some instinct and is just naturally going to start readjusting. Like as soon as this leg comes up and I start to ask it to do something, my standing leg is moving. There's no stillness in balance. There's movement in balance. So there's all this readjustment. Those of us that are newer to standing on one leg might feel bigger readjustments happen. Those of us that are trained to these types of postures in our practice, maybe we've been practicing them for years and years and years, the movement that we'll notice might be smaller, might be subtler. But there's this readjustment happening. If balance is more challenging, there are a couple of ways we can help. What's happening is our center of gravity is asked to shift and readjust. So things we can do to support that: bend our knees, lower our center of gravity, literally let ourselves get more grounded, closer to the ground. Other things we can do: keep our arms closer in our sides towards our center. So holding hands at hips, bending our knees, setting our gaze, broadening and rooting, and then practicing lifting one foot off the ground, setting it down, practicing lifting the other foot off the ground. When we get really good here, then we might start to lengthen standing leg and do something fancy with the arms. Foundation 4. If you've ever spent time caring for young children or toddlers, babies, you've probably had the experience of carrying a child that is active and alert and engaging their own muscles to impart support themselves. And on the other side, holding a child, a young one, that is sleeping and totally limp in their body. And just ask yourself, what is harder to support? What is harder, this waking energy or this sleeping energy? And the answer is that it's easier to support someone that's awake. And the same is true when applied to our own bodies. So as soon as I lift one foot away from the ground, if I am activating the muscles that support around my ankle and my knee and my hip, then it's going to lessen the demand required for my standing leg, the support system. So this leg is helping out by staying active and engaged. So work with active energy in balance practice as a foundation. Foundation 5, mindset matters. You'll notice that your balance changes day by day based on your energy and based on whatever the track is playing on your mind. On the days when we have less energy or are moving through hardship or haven't slept well, balance might feel a lot trickier than on days when we are well-nourished and rested and feeling pumped and ready for the day, right? Those days, balance might be easier. The idea here, though, is just that it matters what's playing in our mind. It matters what we tell ourselves. And what the things we can cultivate in our mind that are going to help us more in our balance practice are these aspects of determination and focus, and also the spirit of play and the spirit of curiosity and patience and humility. So these are all kind of qualities of the mind. If we are cultivating these qualities in our life and then bringing those qualities into our balance practice, that is what will support us. Thank you for joining me. I hope you'll check out the next part of this series. It's called Building Balance, Yoga Strength.